Hey everybody, welcome back to another Triple Hound video, and we are getting back into making more custom Fortnite skins. It's one of our favorite things to do on this channel, and hopefully you can tell that the guy in front of you is Mr. Incredible, or at the very least, maybe Dash. We had a viewer request to make all sorts of different Incredibles characters from, of course, the Incredibles movie or the Incredibles 2 animated superhero movie, starring a family full of superpowered people. And although The Incredibles have been made in a lot of other YouTube videos, it's really easy to find somebody making versions of The Incredibles using the boundless Fortnite customizable skins. But we decided we would jump into the mix as well, not because we think we can do all that much better a version of Mr. Incredible himself, because obviously that's basically only really one way to make him, but because we thought we could add some variety to the mix by making some other characters that are less frequently made in Fortnite, such as Syndrome, the Incredibles 2 version of Elastigirl, and even Voyd, the sort of the superhero wannabe from Incredibles 2. So we really kind of branched out. So we did the traditional Mr. Incredible skin that you're seeing before you here. I guess you could consider this Dash. There's not really a way to make them much different than each other. But we also did a lot of other characters that are a little less frequently seen on these YouTube construct your own Fortnite superhero videos. So we went on a slightly different direction. Making Mr. Incredible, or I guess you might say Dash, you would use the Hunter skin, the suit pattern Stalwart, and hairstyle C, which is blonde, eye mask on, and belt on. And again, there's really not much difference between trying to make a Mr. Incredible and trying to make a Dash. There's only one body type here. You can't make one an adult and one a child, so you really just have this one to pick from. You could change things up a little bit by giving a Mr. Incredible hairstyle A, I guess, but I frankly think hairstyle C works better for both of them. And I guess it just matters what you want it to be and what you give it for emotes, and I'll get to that in a second. Primary material is cloth with a primary color of black. Secondary material is also cloth, and the secondary color is red. Accessory color is black, and this is another case where we have to pick whether we want his belt or his mask to be kind of wrong. In a perfect world, you would give him a black mask and probably a yellow or kind of a gold belt, but the black mask is really more important in order to make the uniform work, so that's what we stuck with. Eye effects off, and eye color is the default. Skin tint is off, and we did give him the mustard hair tint color to make sure that he's got as blonde a hair as possible. For the sticker, we use the Victory Laurels, in part because it kind of looks like that eye logo, right? It's sort of circular. It has a character in the middle of it that is eye-shaped, even though obviously it's a number 1. This is actually one of the closer facsimiles to the real live logo as we can find here in the sticker set. We have a really hard time finding stickers that really work on these custom superhero skins, but this is one of the closer ones, we think. For Mr. Incredible, we did not give him a back bling. We did give him the Hulk Smashers, but with the Iron Man coloring on them. It's not because Mr. Incredible has robot hands, of course, but rather because he does have super strength and he would punch through walls and stuff like that. So that's pretty close to what you would see him at least doing. And the color is about right. It's sort of red and gold, so it's not far off color-wise. The gauntlets don't quite make sense, but it's the right action. Gave him the Viceroy Mark 1 as his vehicle. He's the family dad. It's like his car, I guess we could say. That's my rationale anyways. Gave him zip ribbons, although I don't really care what you have here. And when the emotes is really where we kind of make our money here. Featherweight, because he's super strong, of course. That's one he's known for. Flipping away. He's, big and athletic and powerful. Another one that's super important to make sure he has is bulletproof. This is the sort of thing he would do. Shadow Boxer, of course, another fighting one. Breaking point. This really kind of looks like how he would react to somebody, I think. So that's a nice one to get. Scavenger is the right color set for a wrap, so we decided to go with that. If you wanted to make the sort of alternate uniform version of Mr. Incredible, the kind of the light blue and black uniform version of him, the entire preset is the same, so we're going to skip right ahead to the uniform and call it good. This time around we're going to use the dynamic suit pattern, still hairstyle C, eye mask on, belt on, all of that. And it's still with a primary color of black and a primary material of cloth, that stays the same. But here we switch to the sky blue color to go along with it. Accessories stay black. We still don't do anything weird with his eyes. Skin tint and hair tint remain the same as the previous version. And here we decided to use the stealth shot sticker. Again, it's kind of like, it's not perfect. It's less perfect than the laurels are, victory laurels are. But it's approximately eye-shaped in that it's kind of a long, narrow, vertical line of thing. I know it is, of course, the Neymar Jr. sort of alternate mask thing. Shushing with his finger, I get it, like it's not actually an eye or a letter of any kind. But if you look at it from a distance, it kind of looks like it could be. And now who you have in front of you is the daughter, Violet. And it just basically rewind and put the same outfit on her with basically all of the same choices in terms of suit patterns and colors and things like that as you did with the hunter skin to make either Dash, I guess, or Mr. Incredible, and except this time put them on polarity. So if you basically apply all of those same things to polarity, you will get Violet. But we change her preset, and that makes a bigger difference. So we give her the Phantasmic Pulse, and we use purple on purple color because she has the ability to kind of make force fields and things like that with her hands. That is similarly why we gave her the Convergence Glider, because it kind of looks like the sort of force field dome that she might make with her hands. Lightning Strike, similarly, like this does look like she's got like a force field around her as she's descending. And the Raven sort of matter manipulator piece here. If you want to make the mom of the family, switch over to Dynamo Dancer. And of course you can give her the same red and black outfit that you've been giving to Mr. Incredible and Violet and Dash and everybody else. But for the sake of expanding the scope of this video a little bit, we are going to show you how to make the version of her that is seen sort of at the beginning and primarily through Incredibles 2, where she kind of goes off on her own and starts saving people. So the suit pattern of Stalwart remains the same. The hairstyle C is kind of that, it's not quite right, but it's a little bit closer to that bob that she has. Eye mask on and belt on, that remains the same. Again, primary material is cloth and primary color is black. I sort of feel like I'm a bit of a broken record. Here's where things get different. Secondary material is metallic and the secondary color is platinum. It's kind of a silver, black, and red outfit that she wears in most of Incredibles 2. Accessory color is brick red, and this is where we kind of capture some of that red color by putting it on her belt. And I guess her mask by default as well. Nothing weird going on with her eyes. You do want to give her the orange hair tint color. Of course, she is a redhead in the show, and they don't really have a natural redhead available to us here, so we do the best we can by altering this particular haircut to make it red. And the Life Preserver sticker is actually kind of good. She has an oval-shaped E on her insignia on her shirt, or on the chest of her shirt or outfit, and this is kind of close. You know, it's the right shape at the very least, and it's the right color in the sense that it is red and white. For her, we give her the identity disc only because there's really no way to make her stretchy. What I liked about this, giving her kind of the banner glider, is if you make it the same color with a similar type logo on it as her shirt, you can kind of pretend It's a little bit of a stretch, I admit, but you can kind of pretend that she is just making a parachute out of herself, because her power is that she's super stretchy, kind of like Miss Marvel or Mr. Fantastic in the Marvel Universe. So it's a little bit of a stretch, I admit, but if you make this banner glider, which takes on the color and emblem of any banner that you put in place down here, you can kind of pretend that it's just her shirt kind of ballooning out and making herself into a parachute, as she does in the Incredibles movie. Zip ribbons as well, it doesn't really matter. And we give her some of the same fighting things, but some of the more, I don't know, I guess I would call them stretchier kind of feeling things. See, this feels stretchy to me. She kind of seems like she's particularly limber here. And then this is her reaction to Mr. Incredible. The ridiculousness of Mr. Incredible. It's sort of how she would react. Hunter's Arsenal is the right color, so we use that as a wrap, kind of a silver, black, and red color. Here is where we get into some slightly different stuff, and here's where we're going to look at doing Syndrome. And this is less good, I think, than the Incredibles, who are a little bit easier to make. But we wanted to give a try to some people who are not made quite as frequently on Fortnite as the Incredibles are. So we went off the page a little bit here and made Syndrome, who was requested, to try to give you something a little bit different, a little bit less frequently found on the YouTube. To make Syndrome, we are back in the Hunter skin using Suit Pattern Dynamic. This time hairstyle B. It's the best thing we can do to give it really anybody in this game a spike, which Syndrome is sort of known for having. Eye mask on, but we're going to take the belt off. Primary material is plastic, and the primary color is white. Secondary material is spandex, and the secondary color is black. And you can see in Syndrome in the movie, who's the primary villain in The Incredibles, has a big sort of sweeping S in black and white across his whole costume. And this, I think, is the closest we can get to that. I thought about some of the different suit patterns, but this black and white pattern here is, I thought, the closest we could get to that big sort of sweeping S that's kind of across his whole body. He has a black mask, of course. Doesn't wear a belt. No eye effects or eye color. No skin tint, but we want to give him that orange hair tint as well. He's sort of known for having a great big kind of fiery head of spiky red hair. It's bigger really than this, but this is the best we can do. And there is no sticker that really works for Syndrome. He has a dark blue cape, so we gave him the Emoda cape back bling and just made it dark blue in both places. And kind of his whole gimmick is that he doesn't have a superpower, but he's super smart. So he develops all of these robotics to fight the Incredibles and capture them. And this was kind of like the sort of thing he would invent as a weapon, I think. As is Ohm, the robotic owl, as his glider. You know, again, this is the sort of thing he would kind of build or invent. These little alien ships for a contrail, I think, again, are the sorts of things, like these little things are the sorts of drones or whatever that he would create to do his bidding. That's why we have Lil Octane as one of his emotes, and Lil Warthog as another one of his emotes. Focused, you know, he's sort of an inventor, so he's like on his screen, kind of tapping things here. And then when things don't go his way, he gets all angry and throws a temper tantrum. We're going to go with Rage Quit here. The next one we'll load up is Voyd, who, you know, I wanted to kind of pick somebody who I really couldn't find a custom skin video for out on YouTube anywhere. Like I was saying earlier in the video, you can find Mr. Incredible how-to video for Fortnite in like a bunch of different places. But not a lot of Voyds out there, so I wanted to do Voyd. For her, we used the same polarity skin that we used for Violet. And that stalwart suit pattern that we've been getting so much use out of here today. Hairstyle A, her character has all of her kind of long hair pulled over to one side, just like this. Eye mask on and belt off. Primary material is metallic, and the primary color is turquoise. Again, she's got this kind of green and turquoise sort of outfit. So we decided we would try to get those colors together here. Secondary material, is plastic, and the secondary color is green. Accessory color is turquoise, because she does have that turquoise mask on. No eye effects or eye color to worry about. No skin tint to worry about, but you want to give her that turquoise hair tint, like I was saying. She's got that long turquoise hair all combed over to one side. And for her, we also used the stealth shot sticker as well to get a little bit of that highlight into her costume. Her whole power is that she can create portals, and so we gave her the dimensional gate that comes with the Raven skin, as well as the astral form, another one of Raven's things. Stealing from the Marvel universe, we gave her the Milano, because it comes out of a portal in the sky when it activates, so that's sort of just right for her. And Celestial kind of captures the same theme as well. Just like Violet, we gave her this Raven emote. We also gave her Call Me, because she's so desperate to be a superhero in most of Incredibles 2. And Hello Friend, for the same reason. And we just thought this was kind of a fun one for her, planetary vibe. The wrap of Hench has the right color scheme for it, we thought. And that is how we made Voyd, who I didn't find any Voyds out on YouTube. I didn't look for a long time, but we think we are kind of out on a limb here, making a Voyd custom skin. And finally, last but definitely not least, this is our Frozone. Now, we know that there is a actual skin in Fortnite that basically looks exactly like Frozone in so many ways, more so than anything we could probably make in a custom skin. However, there was a request. In that request for all of those Incredibles skins, Frozone was one that was requested. And that Fortnite skin that actually looks like Frozone is incredibly rare. The name of the Fortnite skin that looks like Frozone is called the Blue Striker skin. Again, it's really, really hard to find, to get your hands on. I don't think you can get it anymore. So if you don't have it already, if you didn't get it in 2018 when it came out as a special add-on to like PlayStation Plus or something, then you couldn't get it. For those of you who do not have the Blue Striker skin, this is the best Frozone we can make. For this one, you want to use the Hypersonic skin, and you want to use suit pattern bold, head style half mask. Doesn't matter at that point what you do with the eye mask, but the belt is off. Primary material is cloth, primary color is white, secondary material is spandex, and the secondary color is sky blue. Accessory color, it doesn't matter, he doesn't have any accessories to speak of. I think I left this on black from a previous skin. Eye effects off, and you want to give him the eye color black. And of course the Frozone from the movie has like a visor that's black all the way across, but you can't do that here. And that's what the Blue Striker skin has. This one you just have to deal with giving him black eyes and kind of pretending. Doesn't matter at this point what you do with the skin tint or hair tint, just leave them off if you want. You can't see either one. And there's no need for a sticker, because this costume actually is pretty close to what his costume is in the movie. We give him the Ice Fisher back bling, which is a shield with ice on it. If you have other sort of frozen things, this is a good time to use them. Similarly, we used the Frosty Globes here, but there's all sorts of other icy equipment that you can put in his preset combo. The Winter Wing Glider is kind of icy looking in general, as is the 0 Point Contrail. And here again, if you have icier looking stuff, please feel free to use it, but this was the best I had. I wanted to give him the Snow Shaker, because again, it's sort of icy. You could maybe rationalize him as having made that snow. And I gave him the Quick Bite. And this emote, going back to this whole question of whether you want to make Mr. Incredible or Dash. This is the emote you would equip with that first red and black hunter skin in order to make Dash instead of Mr. Incredible. Just give him this emote and he'll immediately look like Dash because he's sprinting around. The reason I have it equipped on Frozone, however, is because Frozone is sort of known for, flying around relatively quickly on an ice ramp and making kind of ice on his skin. And like this part where he kind of gets down and puts his hand out to run is very sort of similar to how he looks when he's, using his ice particles or whatever to make the ice ramp for himself. So that's my idea. He's not super speed, like I didn't misunderstand his power, but I was kind of stretching it a little bit. I used the snow steel wrap, again, because it's sort of icy and cold looking, and I made sure his banner had kind of a light blue color to it. And that is how I made so many different Incredibles skins, including Mr. Incredible, kind of also Dash, Violet, Elastigirl, sort of side character Voyd, as well as Frozone here. And of course I made the alternate uniform versions of Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible. So we have packed a lot of Incredibles skins into this custom Fortnite skin video. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Use code TripleHound in the Fortnite item shop or Epic Games Store. And check out some of our live streams. He's been doing a lot of Valorant live streams, so check those out when you can. And we'll see you later.